Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boys, the Crush Sports Talk, man. You know I'm EGlaze. That's my boy Maceo. Heard. Hey, I hope y'all staying safe out there, boy. Cause it getting a little nasty out there, boy. We got it first, Maceo. I just want to let you know it's coming south side, boy.
Yeah, well, we've been. I hear it.
Yeah.
I see it. The atmosphere has changed outside. I just hope it brings some cool weather with it. My God.
Boy, that thing, you know what is hot when you be walking out, you just be pulling your shirt like it's stinging, like somebody sticking you with pen. And I know y'all like that. Hey, do they put y'all outside during the workouts now, man?
No. No. But it's crazy because at 4 a.m. it be hot. Like at 4 a.m. it be hot.
It ain't cool no more, no time, man. It's like no matter what the time, man. We got a great show for you guys today, man. Hey, boy, I got some questions to ask the Maceo. Woo, Maceo, Lane talking again. Lane Kiffin talking.
Well, I mean, this is time of year, man. I always miss Lane, and when I saw him on the podium today, that did my heart some good because I say, you know what, one thing Lane gonna do, Lane gonna get everybody jumping. He gonna get it jumping.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. But you know what, Mace? I'm gonna let you start, man. What you want to kick it off with?
Oh, let's start with this, EGlaze. The Washington Commanders are officially under new ownership. And oh, by the way, because I tell y'all all the time, the NFL, Roger Goodell, and his other dudes, they all gangsters. On the way out the door, they told Daniel Snyder, "Oh yeah, write us a check for $60 million." You know what I'm saying? Well, you sold the team for $6.05 billion, but yeah, write us a check for $60 million on the way out the door. EGlaze, your thoughts on the Washington? I want to call them the Redskins so bad, but the Washington Commanders finally being sold to a group that has Magic Johnson as part of the group.
Shout out to Josh Harris because they put up the largest sale of a franchise. $6 billion. Just think about that number, man. It's crazy, Maceo. $6 billion for a team. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know how much for. And like you said, hey, they said, hey, Dan, oh yeah, by the way, it ain't over. Like Ice Cube said, it ain't over here, motherfucker. We got this $60 million we're gonna slap on here for you for your harassment. You trying to get with some executives and sneak some money that we didn't know about. Oh, we're gonna take this for it. The NFL is so glad to get.
They don't know what to do, Maceo. They so happy, man. They so happy to get rid of this dude. He gone. They ready with a new, fresh look. I'm sure the city of Washington ready for something fresh as well. It should be real interesting to see how it goes going forward, Maceo.
Dude, it's crazy because you just saw the rejoicing on all social platforms, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Threads, whether you're on Instagram or the book. It's a new feel, and this thing has kind of been going on for like 3-4 years now. Finally, they get to move away from this guy and get some fresh blood in the building. So anytime you got Magic Johnson as part of the ownership group, you know it's going to be well run. It's going to be well respected. Shout out to the Washington Commanders, even though the Cowboys still going to slap them 2 times a year, but they under new management. So shout out to those guys.
Is this like their third owner only? It was
so you had the Cooks who had them forever, and then Schneider bought them from them. And so now, this will be the third ownership group right here.
That's why, hey, look, man, ownership in NFL is tough, man, because once you get in, you almost have to die out or get kicked out. Like
right. You got to do something crazy, like the Richardson.
Just leave.
Right.
That's like it's a gang. You ain't just for the league, but
owning the franchise, that's something you don't want to lose. Like, but the parting gift, I mean, you look at the profit margin made by Daniel Snyder, because Daniel Snyder only paid under $1 billion for the team.
He still want this team. You know that, right? He pissed
off. I mean, listen.
Them guys, that's like what have you always said about these guys and franchises? This they play to it. This day Sunday,
right?
This day Sunday, I get to sit in the booth. Everybody get to look at me. I'm the guy.
It's only 32 of us. Only 32 of us hold this title as NFL owner. But I mean, I think when he go to bed tonight, and I think by next week, I think he gonna look at the 6.05 billion, and I think he gonna get over it.
The government gonna come get about 2 of that, maybe 3.
I mean, still at the end of the day, man. I mean, listen. One thing we know about this dude, Hey man, he know how to dodge. He know how to dodge the feds, man.
And you better understand also, Dan Snyder gonna come up somewhere else. He one of them dudes. You can't get
Nah,
rid of him.
he might go by. He might go by the XFL or the USFL.
Yeah, you
He
ain't
gonna
finna just
stay
get
in the
rid of him.
business.
You ain't finna get rid of him, but he won't see, boy. Dan one of them dudes. He like he gonna hold this a grudge, man. But 6.05. He know the NFL want to give him a pardon gift. Hey, just because look, before you sign that dotted line, we want to just make sure you get this. You can write the check out, or we can take it right out of this sale.
We take it out the
you want us
sale.
to
Like
do it.
we gonna get our paper. We gonna get our
60
paper.
mil. We're gonna put it in a nice little bucket.
We gonna get our paper.
Else. Well, that's my thing. Man, let me start with this, man. That's the big news of the day. 6.05. I hope Washington, they love it. I hope they enjoying it. I hope they get some things going. But I want Case keeping it in the NFL, Maceo. You did the post already. What up, Spitty? What's happening, buddy? Jordan Addison. Maceo, I keep going back to Emmitt Smith when he said about Lawrence Field, these young fellas. I get it. Everybody loves to drive fast cars. You out there hitting it, 145. I get it. You're young, you're 21. But can you at least get the first check first? Can you at least get in the training camp? Drive 80. They won't mess with you with 80. Under 100, they'll be like, hey, young fella, slow down. 140, they're gonna get you every time, Maceo. You posted about it, sir. Give me your thoughts about it. Wide receiver, wide out, baby.
Wide out, baby.
Wide receiver, 23rd pick in the draft. I know he's young, he's 21, but Maceo, come on, man, just give me to the training camp, baby. Just get the training camp before we get these stories, man.
So I think the crazy part about this Glaze is just the last couple of years we've seen Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
His draft mate, the kid from Georgia.
Yeah.
Jordan, I can't think his name, but him. These so many of Henry Ruggs, like it's so many examples of why not to do. And listen, hey, my 50-year-old mind, I listen. I was 22, 23. I had a sports car at 19. I didn't go. I pushed it, but I wasn't doing 140 and a 55. You hear me say this all the time, Glaze. It's an air of invincibility with all of these guys. Even listen, a million examples on what not to do. But every time these guys gonna say, not gonna be me. I'm not gonna get caught. I'm not gonna be the one. Dude, do you know how much of a sore thumb you stick out if you doing 140?
You ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that, man. So it may be one or two cars on the road doing 140, man. Ain't nobody doing that, man. My car got 120, and I'm scared to take it over. It might start shaking at 110 or 100. 140? Look, like you say, he young. He probably got that 8. He got that brand new car. Was anybody in the car with him? That's my only question.
I don't think so. I hope not.
Cause you know how that go. Hey, you want to see how fast it go, bro? You want to see? I think I can hit 140. You know how it is, right? It'd be like, let me see if I can get it.
No, you just too close. So again, this the 50-year-old mind.
Yeah.
And you just thinking, like, so many things can go wrong at that speed. Some can run out in front of you. You can lose control of it. It's just so many things, but it's so fun. I was talking to Cole Hicks before the show, and it just these guys always just put so much stuff in perspective. You're like, think about it, Hurt. He ain't the first. He ain't gonna be the last.
He won't be the last.
These guys get these toys, and again, it's this air of invincibility with these guys. They just feel like they so undefeated. And again, nothing gonna happen to me. Dude, you ain't even checked in the training camp yet. Yeah. Like, you just gotta be careful when you do stuff like this, man.
Oh, they say he was in the Lambo? Oh, he was in the Lambo. See, man. You ain't ride a Lambo in high school and college. You go
wide out Camry. He ain't gonna get no Hellcat. He ain't got a Lambo.
He would have got the Lambo. He said, I ain't getting this in
Hey,
high
man,
school.
Pat Mahomes don't even have a Lambo. Pat Mahomes got 500 million, and Pat Mahomes don't even got no Lambo.
Why they
This
don't
boy
drive
fresh out of college, he got a Lambo.
with Lambo? And look, let's be real, Maceo. You see a cop see a black guy in a Lambo riding down the strip. A Lambo in general gonna cause attention, bro. But you go 140. I sat there, man. Look, again, he young, we understand, we get it. The wide out there, wide outs. See,
That's what I'm saying,
hey,
Cameron.
this what my boy Jordan. He's saying need for speed for wide out. That's what he's saying right there. We see you, Cameron. But and look, he young. We feel, but we hitting the 50. I'll be 50 in a couple of weeks. Make sure 50. We think a little differently. Because I know my little Grand Am would go about 70. It started shaking. Boy. I couldn't go over 75 when I was that age. But I just, you know, the kid probably, I hope he learned from it. But the one thing I reason why I brought this up also, Maceo, I would love for these kids to understand their business. I always say that. We've been saying that since we heard the Jay-Z line. I'm not just a businessman. I'm a businessman. So everything you do is making money. You make money. Everything you do is about making your brand stronger, bro. Yeah. Now people gonna be like, "Dang, bro." First thing he gonna have to answer in camp is what?
No. So do you still have a Lambo? Why were you driving so fast that night?
And your questions.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna be talking instead of football. First year camp, they talking about your speed ticket. They talking about 145. 145. What you got, Maceo, man?
So the Saquon Barkley saga continues. Saquon, he joined a podcast, I think it was the 520 podcast, and he basically was like, "Hey, I'm in a situation. I mean, you know, what's my leverage? My leverage is, hey, I could say F my teammates. I could just sit out. I mean, all of these options on the table for me. That's my leverage." EGlaze. We've already heard Lev Bell say earlier this week, the biggest mistake he made was sitting out the entire season. My question for you, do Saquon Barkley lead at 10 milli on the table?
Hey, Saquon, give me a call. Don't do it. Don't believe it. You need more people. We don't believe you. We don't believe. Saquon, hey, this is not. You know what makes y'all think about this day? I was driving. I remember Saquon. I said, we talked about Saquon and running backs who have no Saquon. You got the leverage with the small L. You don't have the big L leverage. You got the lowercase L leverage. You don't have the big L. Yes, the Giants will be missed. But here's the thing, Saquon. You're going into your 6th year as a running back. You've played 16, 13, 2. 13, 16, and you got 1,300 yards and 1,700 total yards of the year, going on. I'm reading the stats. Somebody said, I wouldn't say, let me put his stats against Jamal Lewis back in the day where he used to play. Jamal, he ran 300, he had 300 attempts, 4 times. Saquon has never reached 300 attempts rushing. The highest he's gotten is 295. He was close this year.
Yeah.
It's a different game. You know what, running backs, you know who should be mad at? All these offensive coordinators say, you know what? Why do we play inside of a box this big when we got all this field to play with?
We got 53.5, baby. Sideline to sideline.
Why are we playing in this little small box when we could play we got all this space out here? That running backs, unless you can catch, you can do multiple things. It's not, the leverage is small, bro. Look, I was looking at the other day, make sure you remember how we used to get the tackles. Tackles don't, offensive linemen don't know how to blow people off the ball no more. They know how to zone block and pass block.
Because they had 2-point stand for the majority of the game.
So you got to learn how to read zone. That's why you're seeing running back, wide receivers becoming running back because they can do multiple things. Saquon, I listen to your boy Le'Veon. You ain't got that. You ain't got that leverage. You got the little L.
You can't. You can't get that back. Like that's $10 million. Don't never leave money on the table.
I would be the agent and be like, "What you waiting on?" Well, here, look, I'll be like this, myself. Can we go ahead and get this? Here go me as an agent, myself. Here, there you go. Sign right there. What we're not gonna sign? You want Saquon? I get it. I'm with you, bro. But it's not 1990s, early 2000s. They done spread the field, man. Quarterback, protect the quarterback, get the quarterback.
Get the quarterback.
That's the 3 leverage positions right now, bro. Wide receiver will go 4 because they kept from the quarterback.
Yeah.
And DBs is 5 because they trying to stop the wide receivers. Linebackers and running backs, I hate to be that dude, but
Yeah.
you got to be either very versatile at those 2 positions now, Maceo.
You know what's funny, Glaze? So somebody asked me this today, and I couldn't help but laugh. So I was asked, well, why don't Daniel Jones, because he know he needs Saquon, why won't Daniel Jones go in the front office and be like, hey, give back some of my money to get a Saquon? So I said, okay. So say you at your job and you the supervisor, but you think such and such over there deserve a little more money. You gonna go give up some of your salary for him? Nah, I said, duh. Daniel Jones plays the most important position in the game.
Yeah.
Why he finna go get back some money? No, it's just like your house. I had to be a professor all day today. I say, dude, say your neighborhood, the house in your neighborhood going for $400,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's the market.
Right.
Why you gonna go ask for $800,000 for your house? Guess what? You never gonna sell your house. No, it's the market.
And look, man,
it's
I get
the market.
Hey, so it is. It's not the same. There's Dalvin Cook still waiting for that call.
He ain't got no job.
Ezekiel Elliott was the man last year. He's still looking for that job. You know, Butch, that question is going to be sitting there for me for a while. He asked about the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know. I'm still waiting to see. I hope the young Maceo said this is one of the best backs. I trust Maceo that we'll see.
I'm gonna say this right quick, but he's on his rookie deal. The question will be, will he get a second deal?
Yeah.
So, and I just think the way the position is now, because you look at Kansas City just won Super Bowl. Yeah. Pacheco was a 5th, 6th round pick.
Yeah.
Pacheco got a Super Bowl championship,
and
it's in the way they use him. So my thing is, and what NFL has showed is, you get a young back, you run him in the ground.
Get 3 or 4 years out of it.
Then 4 years, in year 4, you go get another one. None of these guys' 5th-year option was picked up. Josh Jacobs' 5th-year option wasn't picked up. Saquon wasn't picked up.
There was another one too who was hurt. He didn't get his option pick. I know Josh didn't.
So Joe Mixon had to take less money to stay in Cincinnati. I mean, the position is just not a lot of value in the position. I mean, and the NFL has dictated that, because, like you just said, quarterback, protect the quarterback, go get the quarterback. Those are the 3 positions that have leverage. And you got to think, like you talked about Dalvin Cook. Think about this. I think we all, people for the most part think that Derrick Henry is the best running back in football. Derrick Henry was on the trading block during the draft. And the only reason he probably didn't get moved is because his contract. Because who gonna give a running back that kind of money when, again, you can go get a young guy, pay him $2-3 million, get him on his rookie deal, get him 300 carries, get what you're gonna get out of him, and then move on.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Now it's going to see what Bijan can do this year too, because he got to be a double weapon for the Falcons. He got to help. He got to help Ritter a lot. He got to be able to catch. He got to be able to run the ball. He got to be able to read the zone. He got to do a lot this year.
That's a good question, but would Marshall Faulk have value today? As a rookie, yes, because of his skill set. But in year 4, so Marshall Faulk would be a 1st round pick like Bijan. Yeah. So in year 4, when it's time to pick up Bijan's option, that's gonna be interesting, Butch.
I think Marshall would he could do both though. You know what I'm saying?
He could do both.
He was kind of doing this offense before this offense was really built like this. So I think Marshall would be. I think you still would have got Marshall in the 1st round because he was that type of player. But a lot of running backs who were first rounders back in the day, I don't think they'd be first rounders now. Especially if you weren't versatile. I think if you look at some player now, you'd be like, man, would he have been a second or third round in today's time? Possibly.
Right.
Because running backs are unless you can do you got to do three things, not just two. You got to be able to catch, you got to be able to run, you got to be able to block. You got to be a 4-down back to get that money. And that's why
and it's crazy, Glad, real quick, because a lot of people will tell you now, like, look at Najee Harris.
Yeah.
It's a lot of questions about Najee. People are asking now, is he touching the ball too much in Pittsburgh? Like, what is he going to be come year 4? Like, he got a lot of trail. And he been told the mayor like this since college.
Let me ask you about this guy. I'm just looking at players of the great running backs of our time. Emmitt Smith. He can run the ball forward, but they don't block like that no more. The offenses are not like that no more. You got to be able to be. If you ain't a shifty back, man, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Nobody running 24 lead.
No,
nobody running 24 lead.
I'm glad you said that. That's what I was thinking about in the car. There used to be 24. That told me 4 holes gonna be where the ball is going.
Yeah.
Now it's a zone. It's zone right. Zone left. You're finding the hole now.
It's inside, outside zone. We riding that wave, and you feeling the crease. You feeling the crease. Yeah.
The backs it's just you. They are paying $50 million for quarterbacks. You better believe they're gonna use that $50 million quarterback to death.
And it's only going up because again, thank Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert contract getting ready to come up.
So running backs. Hey, look, man, you about to be tight end. You about to be like a tight end. You're gonna be able to get. You're gonna run it to slow down the offense. They trying to put 50. They trying to get these $50 million players now. And if they ain't got it, what we talked about last week, Maceo. If QB1 ain't right,
you done.
You ain't doing nothing in today's offenses.
You done.
You ain't gonna see. You rarely will see 2 tight offenses anymore. It's all about spreading and even
3-4 wide. HO, and that's what we were talking about. It's gonna be interesting to see when Bijan gets to the 4th year contract, like Josh Jacob them. They 5th year option did not get picked up, so that's why they're out here trying to figure. I mean, in franchise that like Tony Pollard was like a 3rd, 4th round draft pick. So hell yeah, he gonna sign his option because he like, bro, I've been making $300,000-400,000.
That money quadruple.
Bro, that 10, I got like a 700% raise.
That man like a whole different person right now. He like, shoot, I'm gonna sign.
That $10 million look good to me now.
Yeah. I hate to say it. Bijan it will be the next. I will say this about Bijan. And I'll say this about Bijan. His career will be the litmus test for running backs going forward. On if you will see another running back go in the top 10 ever again.
Agreed.
Because he comes out and don't make a huge difference for the Falcons. Running backs will always be 15 after 2nd roundish after this. Yep. Bijan will be the next tier. Everybody else will be like, if Bijan don't have a good 4 years, Mace, running back's gonna be in trouble. I don't care how great you are. That's why you will see a guy, and I'm calling it now, a Keaton Mitchell may have one of the best runs in the NFL because of his speed, his size, and what he can do outside of football. The only thing is he got to learn how to pass block, and we'll take it from there, man. But, hey, man, that's hey, Saquon. When you heard that, Mace, what was your thoughts?
Again, I'm on record saying, no way he gonna leave that $10 million on the table. No way, because again, you can't get that back. You can't get that back. Bruh, go on to get that $10 million. And like I say, you ain't got to show up through training camp. You ain't got to show up like the first 6 or 7 weeks of the season. He can show up like week 8 or week 10, something like that, and he can get credit for the season. Now he gonna miss all those paychecks.
Yeah, he can miss checks.
But, I mean, Saquon has seen every dollar of his rookie deal. He saw every dollar.
Yeah.
Every dollar.
Yeah. And it's gonna be very interesting, man. I want to take it now, Maceo. Let's go to college football. SEC Media Days, you know who stepped to the podium.
Our guy.
That dang Lane Kiffin stepped to the podium.
The pettiest coach in all college football.
Lane Kiffin says the portal and the NIL deals are running college football. He says this is he's killing it. I don't like it. It's like free agency every year. Make sure is Wayne just being a hypocrite because he can't cheat no more and drop the bag off in front of nobody's house like he used to do back in the day? What's your thoughts when you hear this, man?
So so this how I took Lane Kiffin's comments. I took Lane Kiffin's comments as a shot to his alumni and his boosters. He like, hey, we can't compete with the Georgias and the Floridas and the Alabama. You see, Tennessee giving people money in McDonald's bag, and folks still ain't coming to school, but they got that kind of money. Right, so Lane is basically saying, like, listen, I can't get none of those guys because I don't have the proper resource. Like, I don't have a bag man who can just drop off 200, 300, 400K like that. I don't listen. I don't know what Eli contribution to the program area, but clearly Eli not helping them out because they not getting the type of players that Lane Kiffin feel like they need to get. I mean, but who wants to go to Ole Miss? I mean, when you look at the SEC, when you start looking at the tiers of the SEC, and if you are a big time kid, you like Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi. Nah. So to me, I think it was more a shot at his alumni and his boosters, like telling them, hey, y'all, hey, the game out there, you know, is either play or get played. And so don't y'all come in my office and when I go on these tours, don't y'all come telling me about asking me why I'm not getting these kids, because we ain't dropping the bag off.
Yeah.
We ain't dropping the bag off.
And look, Oxford, Mississippi, a long way from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia can send these kids to Atlanta and get all them good deals. You know what's funny, Maceo? Over the last 2 years, he's built his team off of free agency, as he calls it. He's went and got players here and pulled players from here. And now he's like, I can't get those players. Look, no offense to Oxford, Mississippi, but it's over there. It's the playing field got level with NIL, the transactions. People want to play. You can't get the players that Georgia do. Georgia got it. You know, they get some stuff going. Yeah, Hugh Freeze gave him a lot of money, CL. You know, there was a Robert Indici. They had a squad that year too.
And they got Hugh Freeze fired.
Yeah, they got him fired.
They had no more recruiting class, and they were like, hold on.
In Mississippi? They were like, in Mississippi.
Hey, Ole Miss, open up them books.
Indici went from Georgia through Alabama, Louisiana.
He ended up at Ole Miss.
He went to Ole Miss.
The number one player in the country at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
How much y'all gave him? Who gave it to him? Who wrote that check?
Ole Miss and it's just funny to hear Lane say that. And then he was gonna be like, you know, I have benefited from the whole free agency. He called it free agency. I benefited from the free agency.
When he was at Alabama, yeah, of course he did.
I benefited from it, but I'm just saying it's gonna ruin college football. It's about who can play the game. You know what now? You got to go get players. You got to make people believe in your program. This is going to force coaches to build programs now, Maceo. Coaches be bouncing left and right to the best deal, right, Maceo?
No.
You see, like, what you gonna do, Lane? You're gonna bounce around until you people want to see what you can establish, man. I want to do an established program.
Pay say NIL is a dangerous game, but Glaze, what have I been saying forever about once the cat out the bag, can't put it back in because you're gonna start seeing now who got that real paper.
Yeah.
What program got that real paper? But then too, it also comes down to, you know, yeah, you giving the bag, but okay, I got the bag or whatever, but it's still the development.
Yeah.
Like, is a kid gonna be spoiled? Like, okay, I got a car, I got, you know, Spencer Rattler got all this stuff, and Caleb Williams ended up beating him out. He had to transfer.
He talked about the day too. Spencer Rattler was like, he learned a lot from that. He thought he was gonna come in. I was the guy. You know what I'm saying? I got all the checks. I got benched for a guy who about to be, you know, it's a different game. NIL is here. People loving the money. Look at Angel Reese. She ain't going to WNBA for a while. She gonna get all 4 years out of that.
No, I'm gonna take a pay cut. I'm gonna take a pay cut. Glade CL makes an interesting point. He said no coach in college football likes the NIL or the portal. those things take power away from guys who have built
Absolutely.
their entire legacy on
Absolutely.
being the most powerful people in the environment. And see, that's what's crazy
That's
about
absolute.
this whole process. Because I mean, Kirby gonna be Kirby,
Yeah.
Nick gonna be Nick.
But you
like
saying right now, what you saying? Kirby gonna be Kirby because he's established the program.
Right.
Nick gonna be Nick. Lane been just swinging it. I'm gonna give me some great players and make it work. So I ain't mean to cut y'all, but that's what I'm saying, mate.
Oh yeah, but
It's
Glad,
about establishment.
remember, Glad, coach just kind of about this up too. Remember when you and I were asked about this, it was a few ADs that we were sitting down with, and we both talked about how it should be like a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior tier.
Yeah.
And it should just be capped because, again, it's no reason for a college kid to need $2 million. I mean, if you just give a college kid $40,000, that's more than enough.
Yeah.
That's more than enough.
A lot, man. But I'm going to say this: when I look at these coaches who can't deal with this, you know who doing it well, and we haven't seen them coach a game yet. Deion is playing that game pretty well out there in Colorado, but we'll see how it goes when he get to coaching. But if
you see your son, just bought a Maybach.
What they sick.
Shadurja got a Maybach.
They sick out there. And you know what? But Nick Saban, make sure this man's 70 years old. How does he keep going every year, no matter what the rule changes? He must be asked about it. He makes it work, dog. He makes it work.
Well, Glade, he make it work because Glade I'm Nick Saban.
Right.
Now, bruh, I ain't gotta say much again. You recruit me.
Yeah.
I don't recruit you. Dog. If you don't want to come to Alabama, that's fine.
We're gonna get 3 more.
Dog, I get the best of the dog. I'm only competing with Georgia for the best of the best. That's it. You look at all these guys, top 5, it's always gonna be Georgia, Alabama, Alabama, Georgia. But them two always Nick, them like, bro, man, you don't want to come here? That's fine. You want to transfer? That's fine.
And you know who the one screaming the loudest, right? What's my guy Dabo? He's screaming because it ain't what it was 3 years ago when he was winning and getting all these players with the bag. You know what I'm saying? And Lane now he's screaming. You guys better establish some programs. And you better be
CL. I made that point. Me and Glade made this point a couple of weeks ago. The players didn't ask for this. The players didn't ask for this. Y'all kept saying, man, them kids should be paid. Them kids should be paid. And now we paying them. Now, oh my God, what are they doing?
Hey, I'm all for it. Let them kids get paid. Look, my thing is I want to see now who's going to step up as a coach and create programs. Because now you just can't pay bigs and you can't just have people drop off bags no more. You got to learn how to coach. You got to have a program. And Lane Kiffin, your name ain't that good in these streets. Yeah. USC, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and the Raiders. People look at you like, man, you like hopping like a dang bunny rabbit, buddy. You like going from side to side. Kids going to go where the money at, but they also going to go where they got a chance to wear that ring at the end of the season, too. Yeah. They ain't got a chance to get that ring in Ole Miss because guess what? With Texas coming, with all these teams coming, Ole Miss still ain't going to – Ole Miss going to be here. You know what, so he is making an excuse because he know when Texas and what's the other school?
Oklahoma.
When Oklahoma and Texas come, y'all about to drop a little bit lower. You're going to go a little bit lower because Texas got that long oil money and Oklahoma got that money right next to them. Texas, y'all about to really be hurt around
Texas
here.
The richest program in all of college sports.
You think
nobody got long money like Texas?
Texas gonna be coming in long money.
Nobody. You and I didn't get to talk about this, Glaze. The situation at Northwestern. Coach officially got fired. The hazing incident. So much of this stuff goes on in college football. But you know, I just want to get your thoughts on because it was like looking like a suspension. Then, as more information can come, we got to fire him. Yeah, he got to get gone. Your thoughts on this whole Northwestern situation, and they fired him right as we getting ready to head into the season.
It's Northwestern. We are an academic school. We don't need that ugliness. We want to win football games, but we don't have to. It's nice to have a football win, but we don't have to. There was another coach who just got suspended. He didn't get fired from another like football school. I can't think of his name, but it's Northwestern. They even fired, I think it was a women's coach too, because of some stuff like that. It's Northwestern, man.
Yeah.
We don't play that. Georgia Tech, love them to death, but they got, look, we don't need, well, look, man, we graduate honors. We graduate. We the D1 school with educated people when they leave here. It's Northwestern. Pat, we don't need to hear about no hazing. How
Right.
you hazing and you losing?
Right.
You hazing ain't got a winning record. Hey,
Right.
what's going on here? Talk to me, Pat. What are we doing? So if it was Kirby, you heard Kirby get suspended and nothing, have you? Kirby ain't getting suspended. Kirby ain't getting suspended. Kirby got a whole bunch of stuff up under him. There's a whole bunch of crap under Kirby's feet. Kirby just answered the press conference. Hey, Kirby, I see y'all in September. We ain't getting named for suspending Kirby. Northwestern, hey, we're academic institution first, Maceo.
We are.
We don't play that. Look, exactly, Court. You 1-11. What are you hazing for? You should be practicing. You should have these guys working out.
Hey, Coach. I got like honors media class today, Coach. I'm not coming, Coach.
Coach, I got. You know that physics test gonna be hell, Coach. I can't make it today, buddy. What's your thoughts, man?
I wasn't surprised, and for all of those things, I always call it like the Jimmy Johnson rule. You know, hey, Emmitt Smith can go to sleep in a meeting. Fourth string special team guy, you can't.
You gotta be up. You need to be
Northwestern. We are not winning enough for us to get these bad clippings. You just talked about. Ask Kirby, hey man, what you gonna do about speed? I can tell you we're gonna probably be 12-0 this year. How about that?
Have you seen our schedule?
I mean, damn, we just won back to back. I mean, y'all worry about speed?
You talking about practice?
Talking about practice, not the game. Practice? Yeah. So listen, he had little wiggle room, Emmanuel. Guys like that, coach, you got to rein that in, coach, because we can get somebody else to come in and minus the scandal. See, now we're this prestigious school in Chicago,
yeah,
and here you go,
hey,
doing it. I mean, do you know our alumni? I mean, our alumni base, like. We ain't putting guys in the league. We putting guys on TV, in print,
in boardroom,
right?
Big things.
What are you doing, Coach?
That was a quick fire. They were like, I can see the president of the school like this. What is this? Yeah, Coach guys.
How much we pay him? Oh man, fire him, man. We can bring somebody in and pay them a quarter of what he made, and he won 11. Get out of here.
We ain't got but a 40,000 seat stadium, man. That ain't big.
Get out of here.
Pay you to be beating up on kids, and those are our future scholars. Remember, Northwestern was the school that started the whole pay to play. Remember that stuff back in the day?
Yeah, they went on strike. They would say, "Hey, man,
on strike."
Yeah, man. So all of you owe Northwestern an apology.
Northwestern they were the first ones that educated. They were reading the law. They were bringing out whole lawsuits. They were breaking. That's Northwestern. You can't be whooping no tail with no 1-11 record.
You know what, Glad? They said the wrong word though.
What's that?
They talk about we need a union.
That word, they don't play that now.
Hey man, you can't throw that word. That's a tricky word to throw around. If you ever been in corporate America, go. If you work for like a non-union company, and you start hollering union, bro, they're gonna escort you out. You're gonna find out if you in a what they call it, right to work state. Yeah. You're gonna find out real fast, bro. You fired.
Better with the SEC, with a bunch of right to work states in the SEC. They definitely don't play that. Make sure we'll keep it going. We're gonna change it a little bit. We're gonna shift to Major League Baseball. The Braves finally broke the 4-game losing streak today. You know, we always say going to All-Star break. It's cute, it's nice, but when you got a momentum like the Braves had, you hate to break it. They came out slow. They won us 4, but they won today. Make sure should fans be a little concerned because but the Braves they're getting some injury people back too, though, which
Yeah.
is good. You know, strikers down there pitching in AAA.
Yeah.
But it's only 4 games. I started to read some things. You know, we see all this. And I'm like, oh, slow down, guy. They still 9.5 games. Everybody start bringing up. You know, last year the Braves caught up with the Mets. You know what I'm saying? So it could happen. But make sure, talk to the people, man. You the baseball guy. Tell them to calm down and be
Everybody, RELAX. Baseball. It's 162 games. You're not gonna win all of them. My God. Listen, the heater that the Braves were on, it's like a 3-point shooter.
Right.
Who like 7 for 8, and then halftime come.
Yep.
No, he not gonna be 7 for 8 in the second half.
Gonna cool
He
down.
gonna cool off.
He gonna cool off.
Dude, the Braves are gonna be fine. You have a nice lead. We're getting guys back. Everybody, relax. My God, this is the best lineup in baseball. It's the best team in baseball. You're not gonna win every game.
Yeah.
Now, if once we get to the postseason, that's when y'all can start like, oh my God, when it's best, best of 7 and all this stuff right there, and it's an opportunity to go home and not make it to the World Series. The Braves got one job, everybody.
Right.
One job. With this murderer's row lineup, we're getting pitching back and everything. One job. It's World Series of bust.
That's it.
It's World Series of bust. Don't worry about a 4-game losing streak here. And listen, they're gonna have another losing streak.
They're gonna happen again. It's baseball.
It's gonna happen. It's baseball. Baseball is a game of failure. Again, if you go 3 out of 10, you super rich. Don't go 4 out of 10.
That's amazing to hear. If I hit 3 balls out of 10, I get paid millions. That's crazy.
See, I love this game. See, I love this game. Everybody, relax. Now, who need to really be panicking? Yankee fans, because your payroll is ridiculous and you in last place. The Yankees are I thought I was reading something wrong. I said, no, the Yankees in last place.
Yep.
Jesus, with that payroll.
Yeah. Get the 4-game winning streaks out now, because you don't have that in October. Get out your system now.
That's it, man. Listen, the heater that the break. I tried to tell y'all, hey, when we come out of All-Star break, hey, the guys just got to get crumped back up. Man, do y'all know what these dudes, even though we had 8 go to the All-Star break, it's like 27 guys on the team. You know what them other guys did? Man, they was on some islands. Listen.
They probably ain't look at a baseball. Like,
bro, they ain't swung no bat. They ain't looking at no glove. No, they didn't want nothing to do with baseball.
They probably went to the gym every night once.
No, they didn't go to EGlaze. They probably went and walked.
They kept some blood first.
Because that Apple Watch so bossy to stand up, breathe, and all that stuff. Like, they won't even wear that thing. That thing sit on the dresser. I refuse to wear that thing.
Probably got some steps in, a little jogging. They do much. You know, they was trying to sit on some island, renting on the beach.
Man, no. Come on, man. They do shooting commercials, man. Michael Harris got another Bronco. Man, they going to be fine. Atlanta, relax, man. Let me tell you something.
Let me add this for you, though. I'm going to add this out there. You my guy. You heard the rumors like everybody else. If you were the Atlanta Braves, what's my guy named the GM? What's his name?
AA. Alex.
AA. If you AA, do you try to get Ohtani? Tell people why not, Maceo. The rumors out there, people in Atlanta. First of all, let me say this before you say it, Maceo. People in Atlanta, we don't always have to go get the superstar. We don't have to. Every time somebody go on free agency, he can come to the Hawks, right? No, he can't. We don't. He come to the Braves, right? No, he can't.
Look at the outfield. Where is he gonna play? Look at the outfield. Where is he gonna play? Where is he gonna play? Y'all, do y'all know the kind of money it's gonna cost to get Shohei?
Shohei Ohtani.
Now go look at what we paying Acuna, who is the best player in baseball. Ohtani, not the best player. Acuna is the best player in baseball, not Ohtani.
He's MVP this year.
Acuna, Harrison, we play around out there in left field every now and then. Bruh, it's gonna cost you about $500 million to sign this dude.
$500
million. Ain't got it.
Easily a half a bill.
We ain't got it.
Easily a half a bill.
So I'm gonna just tell y'all this, Braves fans. So for us to get Ohtani, I want y'all to marinate this. We're gonna have to give up Acuna, Albies, Mike Harris, and Murph behind the plate.
We have to give up a lot.
We have to give up too much, y'all. Have y'all not been seeing what Liberty mean?
Which are no longer the owners. They finally.
So we public now, but still, the blueprint that the Braves have had, it worked. We won a World Series without bringing in all these crazy guys. We don't have to.
Thank you. Hey, right, Maceo. Look, stop it. When I started seeing this, like, are y'all serious? Y'all do know we are 9.5 games better than anybody in baseball right now. Why are we messing this up? Let our players come off of the DL.
CL say just teach Acuna to pitch instead. And he probably can pitch.
Pitch every 5th game. Throw a game out there. Get us some pitching. And we good.
Hey man, it's unbelievable. Like I said, y'all, a lot of you are the reason I don't even be on social media no more, man. Like,
yeah, they made me. I kept reading them like, is this serious? Are they really
I can't. I can't.
What else do we have? And I agree with Maceo. We have the best player in baseball. I'm sorry, the most electric player. Maceo, I even saw him do a commercial the other day. I was like, there you go, cool. You about to start making commercial money now. He learned enough English to speak now.
And he younger than Shohei, man. Y'all stop.
He making enough to learn. He getting that English right. You're going to see him on TV. We got a superstar. Don't mess this up. Don't get greedy. AA has not made bad moves. He's one of the best GMs in baseball. He gets it. Everybody thought he was wrong with the Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman thing. Everybody liking that right now. It looks like a great deal.
They said we're going to give up all the lemon pepper wings at Magic City, too, to bring Shohei. Y'all, everybody, we can't sign y'all kill me with that. It's this Madden. It's this franchise mode y'all play on NBA 2K. And
y'all be trading everybody.
Man, it's like, no, y'all do not live in reality. Look, there's a such thing as it's salary caps out here. You got to move these things. It's prospects you will have to give up. Like, now we're fine. We're fine with showing out. Let the Dodgers and the Yankees and all the big money
overpay.
Let them fight for it. Cause y'all, this what y'all don't know. In probably 2 years, Shohei gonna probably have to give up pitching.
Once something gonna happen.
Yeah. He got to give up one or the other. He's probably he's gonna have to give up pitching.
Yep.
Y'all kill me, man.
We don't need a show in Pontiac. We just need baseball. We just need to do what we're doing. Yeah. Baseball is gonna be crazy. Y'all know Cobb County is gonna be crunk in October. Just enjoy this ride, baby.
It's gonna be lit, man. Dog, it's going to be lit, man.
One of the best environment.
Relax, man. We are fine.
What you got for it, Mace?
So, Glaze got into this debate over the weekend. Not really debate. I was talking about dog horses in the SEC.
Okay.
And I was saying LSU because Jaden Daniels quietly is probably one of the more experienced quarterbacks coming back. Probably nobody's played more quarterback than this kid. People got to remember he was a 2-year starter at Arizona State before he got to LSU. Can LSU win the SEC West with Alabama looking for a quarterback with your boy over there, Lane Kiffin, crying? Can LSU legitimately make a run to the college football playoff, Emmanuel Glaze?
That's a great question. I don't put nothing past, and you know me, I'm not a name guy, the head coach. He just came from Notre Dame.
Yeah, Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly was good last year. If I had to put a percentage on it, Maceo, 35% chance. That's good for me.
Yeah, that for you. That's very good.
35% chance because I think Brian can coach. What is Alabama, man? And the only thing that scares me about Alabama is the quarterback thing. But we've seen Nick in the past make the quarterback thing not a thing, which makes him different. So it's a very 35% is good because of the fact, unless Nick, but it's Alabama still. It's Bama.
Still Alabama. Still Alabama. Still Alabama.
And if you're talking about dark horses, Maceo, that's a great question. I'm looking at that West, and I'm not talking, but I'm looking at, does Texas A&M have a chance? Does LSU have a chance? It's Bama and everybody else. If there's anybody, LSU is the only team I see in the West that can challenge them, but that challenge ain't too strong, man. It's not a strong challenge. In the East, everybody talks about Florida, what they may bring back and do this year, but this Georgia's to lose. You see Georgia's schedule, though? Did you see the schedule?
I mean,
did you see the schedule?
I mean, that thing, I mean, it couldn't be easier.
It's like the NCAA, SEC say, we want them to be back there every year. So we're going to make them play. We want them to play all 88 guys, at least 7 games this year. So that's what we're doing. But that LSU is very, I don't, Alabama would have to beat Alabama for LSU to have a chance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Corey. He had Greg McElroy and Mac Jones. I mean, the man he'll make a quarterback you ain't never heard of. He'd be like, man, this guy here, and great coaches know how to do it. Stetson Bennett won back-to-back national championships.
The mailman.
Stetson Bennett. A great coach will say, quarterback, okay, we'll show you something. Stetson Bennett is a back-to-back national champion. Sometimes you can look that quarterback today. Look, we got these 5 stars, but Spencer Rattler's in South Carolina. Is he playing this year? He got 1 more year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be. I'd give him 35%. That's because I think that's only if Nick loses Nick. If Nick out coaches himself or not coach well, that's the only way. But that don't happen. This Nick Saban. He the godfather of SEC, bro. He the godfather. What you say, man? How many percent you give him?
Dude, I'm giving LSU 53%.
Woo, makes sense.
Because, and I say that because
53.
Of course they beat Bama last year.
They did.
So for me, and so I'm gonna look at it from a gambling perspective. How I look at everything, y'all. I'm just tell y'all that now.
He just put it out there, y'all. That's what he do.
I look at everything from a gambling perspective. And when we gamble, the first thing we look at is quarterback play. Now, Alabama, we saw Milrose. Now, Milrose was, I mean, he's a runner.
Yeah.
He can't throw. He can't throw.
Right.
Not saying he can't work on his throwing, but it's a reason the kid from Notre Dame transferred in because his offense coordinator, and he may start. The 2 best quarterbacks in the SEC West, Arkansas got the big fella coming back for his about 7th year. He's been in Arkansas so long.
That's where he been. I didn't check them stats, man. God damn.
I was like, bro, he was a junior doing coach.
Kobe year was 3 years ago. I didn't get this kid. God damn it. God damn.
I think those two guys are the most experienced quarterbacks, but also this Alabama. And what it's always these dudes at Alabama we don't know nothing about. And then about 3 weeks in, one gonna be in conversation for the Heisman Trophy. Right. Another guy gonna be Defensive Player of the Year, Buckets Watch candidate. They got a Kool-Aid. You didn't see Kool-Aid chain at SEC Media Day, did you?
I think I did.
I don't know what Kool-Aid making NIL money-wise, but Kool-Aid got the bag. Matter of fact, I'm going to Kool-Aid Instagram tonight and see what Kool-Aid drives. But he already iced out. He got the yeah. But I'm giving LSU 53% chance to win the SEC West. I'm going 53%.
I say 35, 53, but man, Corey say 44%.
You say 44? Yeah.
We're saying you got a chance. We ain't saying a 0. We saying you got a chance because of what you did. But also make sure you brought up a good point. They did beat Alabama next year. You know who one of the most pettiest coaches in all of football is?
Who that?
Nick Saban.
Boy, who?
You beat him the year before?
Ooh, and that game in Alabama this year? Ooh.
He might. He don't forget. That's a petty man right there, boy. He is petty.
Ooh. And the way LSU walk, LSU, what they did, Brian Kelly was like, listen, I ain't going no more overtime. We're going for 2 for the win. We either gonna win it right here or whatever.
Right.
They go for 2, they win it, and then the fan. So y'all already know Nick and I already told the fan we play LSU, storm the field. Storm the field. I pay that little $250,000 for storming the field. I pay that. I got that at the lake house.
I got 5 stacks waiting for. I got stacks in the car. We'll give it to him at the game. We'll give it to Patrick. Got him at 10. Hey, look, man. I just think Petty Nick. I'm gonna call him Petty Nick because when he get mad, he probably didn't sleep for 3 weeks after that game. He probably didn't sleep. He probably, man. All right, Maceo. I want to finish like this, man. We're gonna finish a little different than we normally do, but I want you to finish with a rap. I'll start it, and then you finish wrapping up something that's on your mind and you want to talk about 1 or 2 minutes, and just anything, just get it off your chest. I'll start, man, and here's what I'm gonna say. Please, AA. This is the EGlaze. Get off my chest. AA, don't mess this team up, man. We don't need them. We don't need them. Please don't listen to the fan. The fan don't know what they're talking about. They be drunk at the game. They don't understand the game like that. They think they do. They see a hot name in the streets. They say, we want them in Atlanta. Do a favor, AA. Keep this team as is. Let these guys get healthy. And I promise you, because it's almost August, which means we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Then it's September. Then it's playoff time. This Braves team got me excited, man, and I can't wait. Also, another team in Atlanta's got me hot, even though they lost today. Atlanta Dream, they're in 4th place in the WNBA. They had 3 All-Stars, guys, and we're going to get to see them. Come check them out this Saturday. We'll be there at Connecticut back. Can't wait to see this team in person, man. What you got, Mason? What you want to wrap it up with?
So I'm gonna close with this, Emmanuel Glaze, as we get ready for NFL training camp. We have 2 teams that are already in camp. By next weekend, everybody will be in camp. Guys, we wait for it. It's like crack cocaine. The NFL season is here. You see, if you follow these teams on Instagram and Twitter and Threads, all these things, team pictures, new guys and new places, man. NFL 2023 is going to be a special season. I already see it. I can feel it. I've been watching the Netflix special Quarterbacks. Man, this thing is so in depth, and I'm just so geeked for all of it from high school to college. The NFL is my favorite. I know everybody loves college, but NFL is my favorite because the execution is just flawless because you got the best of the best. You know, it's too many Vanderbilts in college. Ain't no Vanderbilts in the NFL.
Hey, what's our guy name from Greene County? Coach Banks.
Oh, Banks. Terrence Banks.
I see you got your boys at Georgia Tech, but y'all still got to come to Lincoln County this year, bro. We'll see you, Coach Banks. I'm going to cut this up and send it to Coach Banks. I see you, bro, them Greene County boys. We love y'all down there.
It's at 130, the Borough boy.
You got to come to 172 this year.
Pay the flat.
We're going to holler at you. Make sure I do want to say this to add on to that, man. NFL to come by, but hey, high school is right around the corner, dog. They play high school in a week, dog.
Dude.
High school in a week. So if y'all been waiting for football, y'all been resting and waiting, it's on.
It's here.
Crazy.
It's here.
Look, everybody's 16-0 right now.
Who is that you're talking to?
Everybody.
Everybody 16.
Everybody state champs. Everybody undefeated. Everybody, listen. Everybody, you got the best player. Everybody a 5-star.
Shout out David, Cedar Hill, Texas. Shout out to you, buddy.
Shout out to Texas, the great state of Texas. Everything is big in Texas. Football, baby. It's time. It's time, dude.
It's time. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, man. Appreciate y'all hanging with the Crush again. I can't wait till next week, man. I can't wait, man. Because next week is training camp. They'll be all up in it.
I'll be in Flower Branch next Saturday. I'm going to Flower Branch next Saturday.
Hey, we got covers. We got some coverage too, man. We got tennis coming up. We got the tour championship. We got all that, man. We covering all that.
I just seen the email about the Swag Me Egg Challenge.
That's coming up too. We got hey, look, man.
Oh, my the Dallas Cowboy.
Where did that come from? See, David, yeah.
The throwback, the Dallas, the throwback, America's team, baby. Yeah, David, we in here, baby. How y'all want it? What else y'all want? How y'all want it? How y'all want it? The GOAT, Troy Aikman. How y'all want it?
You know what I'm impressed with?
I done put everything out. I'm ready.
They all crisp and ready to make sure they all crisp.
They've been on punishment for a year.
Yeah, I'm about to say
How y'all
they
want it?
crisp.
How you
Crisp.
want it?
I thought they be. I thought
How
they
you
had.
want it? How you want it?
That sideshow guy. I thought they would have wrinkles in them. I thought he threw them away, but he got them. He ready to go. Yeah, crisp.
I'm back. I was a Rams fan last year. I'm back. I already talked to Kobe. Kobe Cowboys fan too, y'all. That's how we raise them in our family. But yeah,
Dallas
so
Cowboys.
America's team, baby. We back.
All right, y'all. That's our show. See y'all guys later. See you next week.
You gotta cut that up, Glaze. You gotta cut that up, Glaze.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah, I will.
All right, bye.
Hey,
Bye,
Blake.
bye.
Facebook.
Yep.